How many times are we going to hear that someone was killed, someone was hurt, someone was maimed because a career criminal was let out on the streets? Well, just this week, an off-duty NYPD officer was shoved onto the subway tracks, allegedly by a thug with 18 priors. Aaron Walker is now charged with attempted murder. He was arrested 2 days after being put on supervised release for assault on the subway. Of course, we all remember 23-year-old Irina Zarutska, the Ukrainian refugee stabbed to death on a commuter train. And now we're going to introduce you to Logan Federico, a 22-year-old aspiring teacher. She was visiting friends when a 30-year-old with a lengthy rap sheet broke in and murdered her in cold blood.
Think about your child coming home from a night out with their friends, laying down, going to sleep, feeling somebody come in the room and wake them, and drag her out of bed, naked, forced on her knees, with her hands over her head, begging for her life. She was 5'3". She weighed 115 pounds. Bang! Dead. Gone. Why? Because Alexander Devontae Dickey, who was arrested 39 times, 25 felonies, was on the street. You will be sick and tired of my face and my voice until this gets fixed. I will fight until my last breath for my daughter. Stop protecting the people that keep taking them from us. Please. You have the power. We put you in the power to do what you have to do. We're asking you, we're begging you all to stop this.
All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, which is to say in the Paleo-Hebrew, Yahweh, which is the name of our Heavenly Father, meaning He is, Bahashem, meaning in the name, Yahweh Shai, meaning He is our salvation. And those are who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus. God being the Father and Jesus being the only begotten Son. Now, what brings us to our discussion / topic this evening is Esau has blood on his mind. Esau has blood on his mind. And through the 3 stories that we just were shown, they are all what? Black individuals, specifically black male individuals, taking out what? So-called white individuals, all right? From the so-called black male that was a star in New York City that pushed a cop off the subway and got hit by a train, to the so-called stabbing in the transportation out there in North Carolina, to this recent North Carolina where this man, took this woman and executed her, all right? And her father said that what? He's going to take things into his own hand, all right? And if this system that they put into place doesn't do anything about it, he's going to do something about it. All right, showing you that the time that the people are going to reverence these governments, these kings and princes is coming to an end. They're going to start taking matters into their own hand. All right, and that's right where the elites want things to go. That's why they're allowing these stories to get and gain traction to further stoke race wars, all right? Because here it is, if you have a system that keeps releasing known assailants, known convicts, and they keep committing crimes, and it just so happen to be so-called black men or black women committing crimes against so-called white men or white women, then the so-called white men, the Edomites, the Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, are going to start taking things into their own hand, all right? And that spirit is already being what? It's already being stirred up. All right. So they got blood on their mind. Like that song by it's that song by, is it YNF Melly or somebody like that? I got blood on my mind. these damn Edomites got blood on their mind, all right? And now they finna start acting out on it, okay? Things finna start to get real heat, real hot, real soon. This is Genesis 27:41. It reads, "And Esau, the so-called white man, hated Jacob, the so-called black man, because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning of my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob." See? So it's coming to that time, all right, that Esau is getting ready to what? Start taking things into their own hand. Because why? They feel as if their government, this system is failing them. They're losing their loved ones, okay? So you might have this Edomite just go out on a rampage and try to be vigilante and take out 5 or 6 Jakes, black, Latino, Native Americans. But he may just target so-called blacks because why? A so-called black man took out his daughter. So that time is coming to pass with these damn Edomites. They finna just start showing up, all right? Maybe at your churches, maybe who knows where, okay? Because why? They feel like their system that was put up for so long to help benefit them is now failing them in the sense that it's protecting the damn so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics. This is what ICE is for. This is what the troops coming into your neighborhoods are for, to reassure their citizens, these Edomites, that we got things under control. But unless they see some sort of action, they ain't gonna be content with just seeing guards inside the cities. All right, they gonna want blood on their hands, man. They gonna want blood. All right, and that spirit is being riled up in these Edomites. All right, and that's why we telling you, Jakes, man, you better get right with the Lord, because the Lord gonna allow these damn devils to cut loose, man. That sword is coming. All right. And yeah, Jake gonna take some of them down, but by and far, once these troops start to roll in, they gonna start mowing down a lot of you Jakes, man. So let's read this again. Matter of fact, let's read this in a different translation. Because Esau got blood on his mind, man. His kingdom is coming to an end. This is the NLT. From that time on, Esau hated Jacob because their father had given Jacob the blessing. And Esau began to scheme. See? So he's been scheming ever since, all right? And leading up until this time we in right now, where his schemes are finna start to be what? Played out in real time. It says, and Esau began to scheme. I will soon be mourning my father's death. Then I will kill my brother Jacob. See? So that time is coming, man. Stories and more stories like this that get put out purposefully or purposely to help rile that spirit of, animalistic cave-like, natural, spirit of this damn Edomite is coming, man. All right? You finna really see this damn wild man, this caveman, revert back to his old ways. All right? All you so-called Christians, you so-called black, Latinos, Native Americans that want to join hand in hand under the banner or guideline of Christianity, watch and see. Y'all gonna be the first when they come and take care of. All right, let's see if we can get this in another translation. Let's see what the BBE says. The BBE. So Esau was full of hate for Jacob because of his father's blessings. And he said in his heart, which is his mind, the days of weeping for my father are near. Then I will put my brother Jacob to death. So see, they ready, man. Okay. Trust and believe. Esau ready for things to pop off, man. Because he already got a few of you Jakes already lined up in his mind who we gonna take out. AMP. So Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing with which his father blessed him, which was the firstborn blessing. Esau lost it to Jacob. All right, fair and square. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are very near, meaning that they're going to be close to be over with. Then will I kill my brother Jacob. See? So this devil is in that time. Well, guess what? He's getting ready to come down with that great sword, man. That great wrath. All right? And we've been telling you, all right? See, you're going to be out having a good time, and all of a sudden, a damn spirit created for vengeance is going to jump on one of these Edomites for whatever they may have seen in the news or believe, and can relate and correlate that to being done by one of you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and they going to let loose on you. And you may have nothing you may have not anything to do with what they feeling like, but because you look like a particular person, they going to take it out on you. Okay, here in Florida, they just passed a law where you can open carry. So we know Esau, hey, quick draw McGraw. It's already out in the open. No suspicion is going to be, warrant, because why? It's an open carry state. So here it is. You might be, in a grocery store, and all of a sudden you now aisle 3, and this goddamn spirit created for vengeance jump on this damn Edomite to take you out, because you didn't repent. And now you somewhere, well, you going to be up in the upper room, up in the spiritual realm. All right, so this time, this devil time is coming to where he's finna start showing his horns, man. And he got blood on his mind for you goddamn so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And we've been telling you, we've been warning you. All right? So keep playing around if you want to. Okay? This is Ezekiel 35 and verse 5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, a continual, and has shed the blood of the children of Israel. Who are that? Jacob, by the force of the sword. What's the modern day sword? The pew-pew, the firearm. In the time of their calamity, which is now. In the time that their iniquity had end, which is coming to the end. We in the end times now. All right, our iniquity is coming to an end. Why? Because we get ready to be delivered. But guess what? This devil, Revelation 12 and 12, is getting ready to come down with great wrath. And he's stoking the individuals, the people up to use to bring forth that. See? That what? That Edomite supremacy. One last time. Okay? Trump is using that Edomite supremacy to get the people riled up. The Department of War. These citizens that don't have uniforms, but they still pose threats to our traditions, our values. Just look what they're doing to your daughters, your sons. They throwing them off the ledge of a subway. They jugging them in the neck in a public transportation setting, a bus. They taking them out of their houses. They're taking your daughter out of the house while she's supposed to be safe and executing her. Do what you got to do. All right. This is that message that Trump is giving to his Edomite constituents. All right. Get ready to do whatever you got to do to take back our birthright. All right. Take out as many of them as you can. They don't got the hedge of protection around them. They fair game. See, you 2/3, you through, man. You finished. The Lord getting ready to deliver you up to the sword. All right. And yeah, you're going to be able to get some of the Edomites as well. But guess what? You're going to get taken out yourself in the midst of it. Because why? That flood is going to come in like a, that flood is going to come in. All right. The enemy should come in like a flood. That enemy is going to come in like a flood, man. You're going to find out that this place wasn't set up to be your resting place. Micah 2 and 10, arise ye and depart, for this is not our rest. You're going to come to find out. And that's why we ain't got time to sit here and argue and debate with you, man. We got more pressing issues to address. Prophecy. You can have the debates. Whatever you want to say, sure, good. Go right ahead. Debate all the way up until a goddamn Edomite popping open the door and popping y'all asses all in one room or wherever y'all at, in whatever type of setting, outside or whatever. We seen what happened to Captain Kirk, man, with that debating spirit. So guess what? Go ahead and continue the debate outside or inside and see what kind of spirit created for vengeance happened. Whether or not that was a real assassination, it's besides the point. All right? The Lord's showing you that debating spirit ain't where it's at, man. Prophesying is where it's at. All right? So these damn devils, these damn Edomites, they got blood on their mind, man. And you can see why, rightfully so. They feel as if their kingdom is getting ready to be taken down, and it is. So what are they going to do? They're going to fight. All right? They're going to fight to the end. And hey, we like a good fight, man. We get to test off our spiritual powers against them damn devils, man. From the low level to the upper echelon. All right? When they come in with these military tactics, these androids, these robot dogs, and what have you, we're going to get to test out those of us that get that spiritual power, that standard being risen and lifted, going to get to use some of our spiritual powers on this side. All right? Our brothers are, I can get involved and get part of that, experience spiritual powers in one way, shape, or another. All right? And you too. All right? You brothers that's out there enduring to the end. Okay? We getting ready to come into some very tumultuous times where we're going to need Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai on our side, fighting for us. Okay? So now it's not the time to fall off. These damn Edomites, they got blood on their mind, man. Now is the time. They say that their grieving for their father is over. Now they will look to slay Jacob, which is their brother. All right? Esau and Jacob. All right? So we done warned you. We done told you. Get ready. Be prepared. And, hey, the Lord going to be with who he going to be with. All right? If you are the elect, you're going to be taken care of. So let's go ahead and close out 1 Peter 5 and 8. This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. It reads, be sober, be vigilant. See, we can't keep telling you, but we're going to keep telling you till we can't no more. Why? Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour, right? He got blood on his mind, all right? And he wants you damn Israelites, all right? So you've been warned. Stay strong, stay in the faith. We're almost home. Shalom. Peace.